So everyone's favourite party animal is set for another big fight with Frank Sanchez strongly rumoured to be Daniel Dubois' next opponent in an IBF final eliminator for Alexander Usyk's title. I mean, let's be honest, nobody wants to see that third Usyk fight, but I do not believe for 1 second Alexander Usyk would fight Dubois again. He would 100% vacate that title, as he's done previously, which actually led to Dubois becoming IBF champion originally. So fair play to Daniel, because he could have easily came back and had a knockover against someone he was clearly going to beat, but instead, he's having a really hard fight against Frank Sanchez. If this is the fight that's going to happen, it's not 100%, but I mean, Frank Sanchez is one of the boogeymen of the heavyweight division. Nobody wanted to fight him. Richard Torres Jr. turned down this fight. Moses Atauma turned down this fight. Very disappointing. I know Moses is young, but all I hear is nobody wants to fight Moses Atauma. Finally, he gets a fighter who wants to fight him in a final eliminator for the IBF title, which, by the way, you get a final eliminator for an IBF title, you are 100% getting that opportunity soon, because the IBF do not piss around. They will strip the champion if they don't face you. And Moses didn't want to know. Also, F.A. Jagba turned down this fight, which is again disappointing from him because he actually lost to Frank Sanchez. So you would have thought he would have wanted to get revenge and also fight for a world title. But no, he went, fuck that. So everyone saying Dubois doesn't deserve this opportunity is chatting absolute bollocks. He's the only person who wanted this opportunity. And I think it's a total 50-50. I think it's a really dangerous fight to come back to, but I do make Dubois a favourite. I know Sanchez is a really good Cuban fighter, slick boxer, good counterpuncher, fast hands, and he can definitely punch, but you can just never rule out Dubois with that mad autistic power. And Sanchez has been exposed before as well, getting stopped in 7 rounds against Adja Cabiel. I've seen a lot of people make excuses for Sanchez, saying he was injured. Well, if that was the case, pull out the fucking fight then, because nobody wants to hear about injuries after the fight. And at the end of the day, he was unbeaten going into that Cabiel fight. So had he pulled out, he would have still been in a really good position to get a massive opportunity. But no, he took the money and he got battered and he got stopped to the body. And okay, he did look injured, but I don't want to hear excuses after. And no fighter goes into a fight 100% fit, but you only ever hear about the injuries after the fact, and that's the problem. Nobody had a fucking clue Daniel Dubois had a massive house party before the AJ win, but then he gets knocked out against Usyk at Wembley, and everybody knows about this stupid party he had before. So guaranteed, whoever loses this, it'll be an injury or some stupid personal matter that happened before. But nonetheless, it is a really good fight, and fair play to both of them, because the heavyweight division at the minute is so boring. Adja Cabiel is doing nothing, just wasting the prime years of his career waiting for Usyk, and it is just so tedious. That's why I've got so much respect for Parker and Wardley for actually getting it on. And I suppose this is the problem in boxing when you have an undisputed champion, but I still stand by it. I would much rather have one champion per division, because I don't think there's any reason why everyone else has to wait around doing nothing, just waiting for their opportunity. Everyone else should be fighting each other. So this is great news if this fight actually gets made between Dubois and Sanchez. And Dubois is proof in the pudding that just because you've lost doesn't mean that you have to bounce back and fight a Latvian cab driver. You can come back and have a real fight. And if Dubois wins, he is well back in the mix. And he will get his opportunity, probably for a vacant belt. And good luck to Sanchez as well, because he's a real player in the heavyweight division. He has blown hot and cold, but you would be looking at Dubois, really, and you'd be thinking, Christ, if I put him down once and then drop him again, get him down for a second time, he's probably going to stay down. So he's definitely got the power to beat Dubois. But I do think that a lot of people will be writing off Dubois now. But again, very similar to AJ before the Dubois fight. Everyone was saying he's in the form of his life, same as Dubois before the Usyk rematch. They lose one fight and then they're finished. So a lot of people will be sleeping on Dubois now, but he is still a serious player in the heavyweight division. And he's exciting, Dubois. Win or lose, you are guaranteed non-stop drama. Just don't watch any of his interviews or any press conference with Dubois in. But in the ring, every single fight has ended in a knockout, apart from the Kevin Johnson win he had when he was very young. So he is a really exciting fighter, Dubois. I do love watching him. And you just know that at any moment, he's either going to stay down and get counted out, or he's going to knock someone out. So yeah, good fight, guys. I hope it happens anyway. It's not official, but I do think that there's no reason why this can't get made. The Cubans normally fight for peanuts, and to be fair, Dubois needs a good comeback fight, and I think this is probably the perfect opportunity just to see where he's at, and if he wins, brilliant. If not, he can come again as he always does. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all on the next one.